Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad is titled, The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. In this chapter, Robert Kiyosaki explains how the rich use corporations to their advantage in order to minimize their tax burden and protect their wealth. He begins by highlighting the historical context of taxation and how it originally started as a temporary measure to fund wars, but over time became a permanent fixture in society, affecting the middle class and the poor much more than the wealthy. Kiyosaki explains that when taxes were first introduced, they were aimed primarily at the rich. However, the wealthy quickly learned how to protect their wealth by using corporations and other legal structures to shelter their income from high taxes. Over time, the burden of taxes shifted to the middle class, as they didn't have the same knowledge or access to financial strategies that the wealthy used to legally avoid paying more than their fair share. The chapter goes into detail about how corporations provide a way for the rich to pay fewer taxes, while individuals, especially employees, are taxed at higher rates. Kiyosaki explains the fundamental difference between how individuals and corporations are taxed. When individuals earn money, they are taxed on their income first, and then use whatever is left to pay for their expenses. In contrast, corporations earn money, spend on business-related expenses, and then are taxed on whatever remains. This gives the rich a significant advantage because they can reduce their taxable income by claiming legitimate business expenses, thereby paying less in taxes overall. Kiyosaki introduces the concept of the corporate structure as a legal shield that the rich use to protect their personal assets. By incorporating their businesses, they not only reduce their tax liability, but also protect their personal wealth from lawsuits and other liabilities. He explains that anyone can take advantage of these same strategies by learning how to use the power of corporations and tax laws to their benefit. The wealthy, according to Kiyosaki, focus on acquiring knowledge about the tax code and the legal protections offered by corporate entities, which allows them to keep more of their money and build greater wealth over time. Another key point in this chapter is how financial literacy helps the wealthy stay ahead in a system that favors those who understand the rules of money. Kiyosaki emphasizes that the rich use their financial intelligence to work within the system to legally minimize their taxes, while the poor and middle class who lack this knowledge end up paying a larger share of their income in taxes. He also touches on how this disparity is exacerbated by government programs and social policies that often penalize the poor and middle class while providing loopholes that the rich can exploit. Kiyosaki explains that this is not necessarily a matter of fairness, but a reflection of the reality that those who have financial knowledge are able to use the system to their advantage. He encourages readers to improve their financial education, as this is the only way to learn how to leverage the same tools that the rich use to build and protect their wealth. The chapter also highlights the importance of understanding the legal and financial structures that can protect one's wealth. Kiyosaki explains that corporations provide a way to separate personal liability from business liability, meaning that if a business incurs debt or faces legal action, the personal assets of the business owner are protected. This is another powerful benefit of using corporations, and it's something that most people are unaware of. The wealthy, however, are well versed in these strategies, which gives them an additional layer of security that others lack. Kiyosaki concludes the chapter by stressing the importance of continuous learning when it comes to money. He reiterates that tax laws and corporate structures are not taught in schools, and those who want to become financially independent need to seek out this knowledge on their own. Financial literacy, he argues, is the key to not only earning more money, but also keeping more of it by understanding the tax system and using legal entities to protect and grow wealth. In summary, Chapter 4 of Rich Dad Poor Dad explores the concept of how the wealthy use corporations and the tax code to their advantage. Kiyosaki explains the difference in how individuals and corporations are taxed, showing how the rich pay fewer taxes by using business expenses to reduce their taxable income. He also highlights the power of financial literacy, emphasizing that understanding the rules of money and taxes allows the rich to legally protect their wealth, while the middle class and poor, who lack this knowledge, bear the brunt of the tax burden. Thank you for watching. If you found this breakdown of Rich Dad Poor Dad valuable, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here, you get in-depth explanations and discussions on important topics like financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and much more. Topics that audiobooks might just skim over. I dive deeper into the lessons and make sure you walk away not just with knowledge, but with the understanding and motivation to take action. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more insights that go beyond what an audiobook app can offer.